Welcome to Linn Valley Radio. My name is Colin Vaughn. I'm your host here on the show. It's called Freedom of Information for a reason, folks. It's because we like to share the stuff that nobody really wants to talk about. And, you know, I've got some things that I want to cover. I feel like we're going in a fight with the city of Linn Valley for round 2. Man, these guys just don't impress me. From you know, the only person that I can talk good about that's a city of Linn Valley employee is the building inspector, Joe. He's like the smartest guy there. He's honest, got integrity, but these other folks, man, they have just got to go. Now, you know, I've got a bone to pick. There's this little short midget guy. His name is Ralph Fitch. And this dude is just a little firecracker running around thinking he is just the best thing to butter. But this guy, I mean, I tell you what, he has been screwing with me for a while, and I can't wait to get his little midget ass in the courtroom and just show him how it's done. And I'm going to document this whole thing. But anyways, I've got a race car that has been out around the back of my property. And he came by whenever they started messing with me earlier this, I guess, last summer. And told me that the car had to be, you know, covered by garage. So I went ahead and bought a temporary garage. It's like a pole garage with like tarps, I guess you could say, around it, and covered the car up so to make him happy. So I had, you know, some of those storms that blew through here, tore that thing up. It literally flipped it on its side and bent some of the legs. And, you know, the insurance company had to come out here and do an evaluation for the damage and yada yada. Well, during that time, he sent me another letter saying that you were warned back in August about covering your car, and you can clearly see that the thing is back there like demolished from a storm, but he doesn't care. So whatever. So I took the car, and I have like a huge garage on my property where the fifth wheel stays. And then I took like the front side of it and put like a big old cement pad in. Well, I just took the car and put it right up there. I mean, it's covered. Why not? So I'm sure, I don't know for sure, that I heard that there was a letter that I need to pick up at the post office. But I'm probably not going to have time to pick that up. But anyways, I'm sure that's what it's about, that they want to challenge me on having my car right there on the front now. But guess what? It's covered. And I'll see you in court, you little midget. How about that? You little punk-ass midget. Anyways, so that's just one of the things. I mean, I've seen some stuff online, and I'm glad everybody's finally waking up. This city has been getting scammed by the city of Linn Valley since the day that it started back in 1998, allowing the cops to come on private property and write tickets. That is straight up theft. They've been stealing from you. Straight up stealing. Look at it online. Go see for yourself. You cannot write tickets as a city official on private property unless it's for DUI. That's the only thing that they can write a ticket for. They can't write you a ticket for stop sign. Now, they'll go ahead and write them, but if you go ahead and just go to court assuming that they're correct, they've been stealing from you. If you go and fight every ticket and go to county, you'll win every single one of them for except the DUI. Fight every single ticket you get, folks. They're stealing money from these roads and taking it outside the gate and dispersing it amongst themselves and their employees. In fact, I would go as far as to say, as soon as, all the grant money that the city has gotten for, like, let's say the sewer system, and now the mayor is proposing to do something for the water system, you're spending tax dollars that are coming from the state inside private property, and that is a big no-no. The city they don't do improvements in here. They don't do anything with the roads. They don't do anything with parks, the pools, like a normal city would do. The city will show where those dollars went. They're literally taking money off of the roads and then keeping it on the other side. And then they're getting state funding, stuff like the sewer project. You can't do that on private property. When they get caught, don't be surprised, folks, one day when you come home and the whole city over there is shut down. You won't have a mayor, you won't have a police department, you'll have the sheriff. We don't even need the police department. Sheriff is just plenty over here. But one of these days you're going to come home and it's going to be a big sham that got busted. Because that's what's been going on for a long time. And I hope all you bastards that are involved, you get your ass shining. Because it's bullshit what you're doing to these people and the lies that you have been telling for years. So I encourage all of you folks, try and see if what I'm telling you is correct. Look and see for yourself. You cannot write tickets on private property unless it's for a DUI. You can beat them in the courtroom every time. They're stealing from you, and they've been stealing from this community, and you guys should be pissed off. They're taking money out of these roads and not giving it back, and they've been doing it since 1998. At what point is enough is enough? Hold the mayor accountable. Hold the city council accountable, because it's just wrong what they're doing. They are wrong on every aspect of what they're doing. And until somebody starts really calling them out, nothing's going to change. I mean, that's the reality of it. And they'll keep writing tickets in here and taking advantage of what I would say ignorant people. When I say ignorant, I mean you don't know any better. I know better, and they know it. And they don't want me telling you this information, but I'm telling you with 100% certainty, you cannot write tickets on private property. It is not enforceable to those. And the state nor the city employees didn't put any of the stop signs in here. Not that that's even irrelevant, but they if they're going to hold up those stop signs, they were not installed by city employees. And this is not city property. It's private. It's like I have to keep explaining myself over and over and over. To me, it's real simple. The POA takes care of the roads. The POA takes care of the pools. They get paid from us. We all pay our dues on however many properties that we own to the POA, and then they disperse those funds of however they feel what's priority to what. Now, they spend so much money on the golf course. I'll tell you, I went on a trip just recently to, what was that? Garnett. And every little city or town that I had passed through had a nicer park than we have. They had nicer pools than we have. Linn Valley is the bottom of the barrel when it comes to keeping up with standards as to what places offer. Let me give you a little suggestion, okay? Take your money and spend it stronger in your parks and recs and not so much in your golf course. Which I think golf is great, and I encourage people to play, but if you want to stay competitive and you want to attract families and you want to keep your footing strong for the future, you need to stay competitive. If I go through Parker, Kansas, and they have nicer parks than we have, I mean, come on. There wasn't one little town or suburb that I had passed through that didn't have nicer stuff than we do. Every single one of them did. It's unacceptable. Spend your money correctly and accordingly. You keep spending it somewhere where it's bleeding red hard. Go ahead and take that money and flip it heavy into Parks and Recs one year and make it attractive for families to want to be here. I mean, I can go out to Lacine and their stuff kicks our ass. I mean, it doesn't matter where I go. Yeah, you can go over to Amsterdam and their stuff is better than what we have. I mean, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves. POA, come on. Get it together. In the city of Linn Valley, for as far as I'm concerned, we could just do away with you. You can abolish the city. If we all get together and we call for a vote, we can abolish the city. We can get them out of here. We don't need them here. All they're doing is stealing from you. They're stealing from all of us. And when the head comes, you'll know it's coming. There's enough people looking now. There's enough people going through the minutes. If you don't know what the minutes are the logs of the meetings when they do all this stuff that they have to put up, which they usually run way behind. But they've been scamming and scheming, I guarantee you, for a long-ass time. It's a buddy system going on here. Been going on. So, anyways, that's all I got for, part one here. Just calling out all the city employees up there. You're taking advantage of people. Your rodeo is up.